Hey guys, we're gonna talk about HTTP today. So not only HTTP, so we're gonna make a post request with the HTTP, and this has to be handled by not HTTP server, but we're gonna write a TCP. So we're gonna use the net package. There's actually in the Golang, there is another package which is like HTTP. It's a standard library package, and you can use that, and that's super easy to handle every HTTP request. Actually, it's just given to you with like structs, request, response, and everything. But let's pretend it's not there, and how we can do it with the net package. So we're gonna start with the request part. So let's have just a simple post request, and it is gonna be here we're gonna write it in a bit, and this is gonna be HTTP 1.1. It's just gonna be username and password. So we're gonna send the login data, and we're gonna try to grab that post request, and for that we're gonna use basically net package. So we need a content type, and it is going to be application x www and form URL encoded. So, and this has to be also separated. So this is a standard. And the next we're gonna have the content length. So this is gonna help us to read the body actually. And this is we're gonna figure it out for later. And let's go to the entity, which is the body section of the request. For that, we are gonna add one more empty line. That's by HTTP protocol specification. And here we're gonna have username, let's say admin, and password is gonna be, let's say ABC. And that's basically it. So how many bytes here? I think it's around 30 bytes. So this is our gonna be request. So what tool we're gonna use? We're gonna use the netcat localhost, and this is gonna be, let's say 8081. So this is gonna be the port we're going to use. So let's get our listener. It's going to be net package, and it's going to be listen. We're going to directly listen to TCP, and it's going to be exactly 8081. And if there is an error, let's handle it and panic. Otherwise, so what we can do with the listener, we can accept any connection, which is making the request, is like here. And we're going to have the connection here if error occurs, and then we're going to panic here as well. So now we have the connection. But the good thing is about the bufio reader, we can read the connection because it is implementing the reader interface. That's an amazing feature. So we're gonna have the reader, and basically we're gonna read the request, and reader, and we can give the delimiter here. So we say just it's gonna be read string, read till the new line, and it's gonna give us the line. And if it is error, then the panic here as well. Or let's say, just write the error problem here. Otherwise, just to read the line. So let's try to run this and come here and try to make the call. Now we can see the start line of the HTTP request because we're just reading the one line. So if you want to continuously read till the end, so we're gonna put them into for loop, we basically need to, just read through every line. So let's just primitively try this, and let's see. Yep, it's reaching the end of the line, so we need to take care of that. So if it is not nil, then if error is end of the line, end of file, then we just say end of file. Otherwise, we basically do this, and that's just, we can break here. But while doing it, let's also close the connection, because we already either got the error or we reached the end of the file, right? So let's have the connection and close it. This is our responsibility to close it, so let's do it. And here, let's do the request. This time, we got every line and end of the file as well. So we read through everything, but the thing is, there are a bunch of spaces here. Why? Because we are having all this in the request. We are having this new line. Let's strip them. So what we can do here, line trim. Can we do trim space? I don't think so. So we have to get the line and put it here. And this should be right. Let's try again. Now we are able to read everything. So this is our start line. This is our content type, content length. So, but we have some problems here. The first is, this is only if this for loop goes till forever. Let's say the body is huge, then the other connections are gonna wait here, right? So what if we put this into coroutine and handle it separately? So each call, each connection will have its own coroutine, and we have to have the connection, net connection here. Instead of having that, we're gonna use C, and here as well. So it's not blocking anymore. And instead of having here the break, let's return, and not the close here, but just when we are getting out of the routine, go routine, we do here, the close, defer. Okay, so let's run it again. What we need to also do, we have to put this into loop as well. So we will be able to take care of multiple connections. So let's run it again, do the request. But now we can accept multiple requests, which is good. And what else? So problem here, the reading the headers, which are gonna be probably one line, which is good, but body can be more than that. So then this setup will split it to the lines, which is not for the body, it doesn't work for us. So what we need to do here, so let's come here and say if line is a new line, then just break as well, break the loop, just go out of the loop, not the function. This has to be a string. And also if line equal this as well, some clients can send different parameters, so let's include this one as well. So in that case, we're going to read all the headers. If it is new line, then if it is coming to the end, because it has to be the break here, new line, and then we just go out of the for loop, and we got to continue here. The thing is, also what we need here is the content length to be figure out to how much more we need to read. So let's here if strings contains, the line contains content length, then what we're going to do is we're going to have an array here, and we're going to just split it. Split the line to, yeah. Then if the length of array is 2, then what we're going to do here, content length is going to be array first. And this has to be converted to integer. And yeah, if error happens, then yeah, just panic here. So now we know the content length. And if the content length is there's some body, then what we need to do here, we're going to use the buff IO. We're going to use the IO, and we're going to do the full read, remaining it can be a bunch of different chunks. So we're going to read the full, but we need a buffer here. Byte, it's going to be the content length. And we're going to give it here, reader. And this is going to be our body. No, this is going to be, we don't need this, how many bytes, because we already know. And we're going to add error. If the error is not nil, let's do it here. Otherwise, we can get this here as well. And yeah, we're going to just get the body. So this run last time. Hope this works. All right, now we got the body as well. And yeah, we can write something to make sure. Body, request body. And we do the request again. And we see the request body. We can parse it and use it later, but that's how basically you can parse HTTP requests with using the net package without actually using the HTTP package. That can give you a little bit more control if you need any maybe custom HTTP requests. Yeah, that's it for today.